Hello, my name is Abe, and today I'm going to be taking a look at THYSIASTERY, Demo 2. This was pretty prominently being advertised, I think, in the last Steam Next Fest. I never did get around to it, but I think I know roughly what this game is. We're going to be checking out the demo now because, well, this is just the time that we're doing it. Frame limit 120 is probably acceptable, but I think VSync is already on. Sprite palette, we can change the colors, but it looks like dramatic was the default. Tutorials are going to be on. Let's begin. THYSIASTERY. Difficulty selection, we can be conscious or slumbering. Dungeon activity ramps up slowly, monster scaling is milder. There's also different options you can turn on, which increases the difficulty by a certain number of points, I suppose. But there is a way the game was meant to be played, which is this difficulty, I believe. This is it's a roguelite dungeon crawler. You feel a throbbing ache and haze, the world contorting into a kaleidoscope, fading into darkness. An unfamiliar brand makes itself known on your body as you wake up someplace unusual to you. After finding another in the same situation, you set out to explore together. But instead of it being, well, okay, let's just read this really quickly. You're in control of the party of the branded, lost in the labyrinth, WAS to move, Q and E to turn. Time does not pass when you idle. When you take an action, including movement, everything takes an action as well. So it's turn-based. Tab is combat mode. Interact with the interface with mouse. I can't speak. Mouse or WASD and space. Press a question mark to review. Now, when I say roguelite dungeon crawler, what I really mean is that it's more of an old school roguelite dungeon crawler. Something like, can I attack the barrels? No. Something like Eye of the Beholder, tab, exit combat, where the dungeon is a grid and we are progressing through it with a party. We have Valg and Longhenna. These are just randomly created characters. And our objective is to make it through the dungeon here. As you progress through the dungeon, and as you walk around, you will find various things, including monsters, which there's one right there. It's a weird looking butterfly thing. The creature is unaware of our party. It is still unaware of our party. So we enter combat and we attack it. Valg and Longhenna are in the back row. We have two people who could be in the front row of the party, like melee fighters. The melee fighters protect the backline fighters and we attack straight ahead. So we will attack. We do 14 damage on a critical, we attack again. We do 13 damage. Looks like there is a party order here. After our next attack, the fly will attack. Yeah, the fly is going to attack next. It hits, well, it missed. We dodge the fly's toxic sting. I don't know how much health this thing has, but we'll just keep smacking it. We took 9 damage, but we still have plenty. Come on. This one singular fly, we're poisoned. Damage until the condition expires. We can do Crush, an inaccurate but devastating blow. It costs action points or TP. And Malediction, a dark element damaging spell. That did 60 damage. That's way more effective. Now, if we look at our party here, is our inventory. Medicine. Heals minor amount of HP, restores TP, removes negative status effects, and a bullet. There's my party. So we have a fighter, and we have a sorcerer. You have a pipe and generic clothes. You have a crude club and pajamas. And then we can kind of... you should have the pipe. You are more of a strength-based character than our unit in the back here. Resistance to light, you're a hollower, you're a witch, and you have mystic force. Don't really know what's going on with that. Can I also... Yes, we can also change the row. So now we want the fighter to be in the front row, the magic character to be in the back row. They're less likely to be targeted. They're also very slightly poisoned, but that should be okay. All right. There's another fly. Engage in combat. Start with a crush. 75 damage, a critical hit. Start with malediction, do some magic damage. Malediction, 60 damage, they're dead. Easy when you actually use your ability that's not just a generic attack. Imagine that. Oh, it's just a door that didn't even require a key to open. And there's a chest. Your party finds a container sitting all lonesome. What could be inside? Unfortunately, it's locked. Getting whatever is inside is another question. Pick or break or leave. Let's pick. Break. You break it open. Receive the elixir of life. All right. Presumably, there's not going to be anything else in that container. I guess the other game that this reminds me of is Stone Mountain. Hold on. Legend of Grimrock, that's the name of it. That's a more modern take on the formula here of dungeon crawler, kind of, not, I guess it is kind of a first-person game, but grid-based and turn-based as well. This is just a skeleton in the ground. How interesting. But Legend of Grimrock is way more, you know, modern. Actually has like a modern game engine, high resolution graphics. This is going for the more old school approach of dithering, low color spectrums, whatnot. So that was a weakness attack. He doesn't take any damage from the magic attack that we have. That one missed. Looks like maybe physical damage is what they're weak to. Critical weakness 14. There we go, he's dead. Oh, there's an enemy behind me. Okay, hi Squid. Ooh, he looks real happy. Tiger Clancy, welcome to the stream. What is your opinion on Dmitry Bivol? I don't know what that means. The North says, speaking of demos, did you check out that Totally Not a Virus I sent you? Not yet. Didn't Legend of Grimrock release in like, what, 2001? Look, I didn't say that it wasn't still old, also 2012, not 2001, but it is still a more modern take on the formula. You know, it's not made in the 80s. Okay, I don't know what you are, but I guess I will still crush you. Get into combat. We took a hit immediately, which is a little rude. Reduces the strength of Longhana. How are you hitting my back row? I guess you're made of tentacles. That would probably do it. 4 damage. Beautiful. You hit for 31 though. Reduces dexterity. Hopefully that doesn't matter too much. We leveled up. And I think at some point we should be able to camp. Like, what happens if I close this door, hide? Can I camp? Camp. The camp is a feature that can be found at the beginning of most areas, the safe corner where the party and other allies can rest. At the beginning of most areas, can I turn around, go somewhere else, and then camp? I don't know. Can we level up? I don't know. I guess we probably don't manually level up. It's an automatic action, if I had to imagine. Though, I am curious. Ooh, there's a light there. I am curious, if we go back up to where we were, can we camp where we were previously? I don't know. We are like rather quickly running out of health on a couple of units and TP on everyone else. There's another creature somewhere. There you are. I guess we will smack you. The pile. Please attack, thank you. I don't know how we killed you as easily as we did, but we did. There's the camp. Oh, you can't just go back to the camp, hell yeah. Hey Quark, welcome to the stream. We're at layer 1 facsimile of bitter memories. Let's rest the party. Longhenna and Valg have a heated confrontation, but manage to make peace for the time being. Look, if you split the party, you're gonna go off, wander off, and die. So I wouldn't do that. Here's the characters that we have. They have theoretically leveled up. I'm gonna run under the assumption that the game doesn't change when we rest. But it seems like there's a lot of monsters. There you go. Like, it seems like the monsters maybe even are reforming. What are you have a sword and a gun. You are in the wrong place, my dude. Soldier, critical weakness for like 68 there. And you're dead. What the heck? Interact. Caged. The party finds a small circular cage sitting in the dungeon with a live occupant. They notice the party and call out for help. Talk. They cannot recall anything specifically how they ended up in the cage. They just woke up inside of it. They certainly weren't inside this maze to begin with. Break them out. Cause a bit of noise. They join the group. Now we have Cassie. Okay, Cassie, what are you? You're a scout. You have a bayonet and pajamas. You have Toxic Sting, a melee attack that might build poison, and a minor heal. TP to heal minorly. You're a thief. So you go into the front row. Longhenna is in the back row, being protected by a couple of maybe melee fighters, I don't know. There's a question mark that appeared on the screen. I don't know what that's about. And we'll attack another freaking fly here. Cancel with escape or right click. Toxic Sting. Let's try that. All right, I mean, it seemed to work. Attack, attack. Do you think A is hotkey for attack? It is not. Well, let's move on. It does seem like enemies are partially respawning. Brush. Miss. Full attack. You know what? Use the spell. It's somewhat effective. And we had a couple more level ups as well. A little bit more HP, it looks like. And TP. More toilet paper. Tab is combat. Since we have the element of surprise, I'm going in for the attacks. But then why don't we try heal? It healed them to full. That seems like a really good ability for a thief to have. Goodness. Tom says, well, first of all, Tom, welcome. How you doing today? Ooh, this is THYSIASTERY or something. I've played this one. I've not yet taken a look at it, so I'm checking it out today because people were like, hey, I don't know what this game is. Play it for us, Abe. Okay, I guess I will. I'll just smack you. 63 damage! Please heal. We need to kill you quickly because apparently you can do infinity damage. That was way too much damage. Critical. Ooh, 2 enemies at the same time. How interesting. I wish there was an indicator of which one was here earlier. But we'll go for you first, because you were the one that was wounded. Come on. Come on! Look, 16 damage is not that much. Are you poisoned? You are poisoned. You know what? You're just gonna have to suffer. That kind of looks like a secret wall, doesn't it? Attack the wall? Like, it has a different texture than anything else that we've seen. Definitely looks like a secret. There's also a lot of just like empty hallways with barrels. I kind of just wish they were walls. This makes it look like as I'm walking down the hallway that everything is interactable, but it's really not. Okay, I think we're done with the level. No, not even close. There's a whole area there that we didn't explore. You know what? Might as well take a minute and walk over there and see what's going on. I think we are killing the monsters. I don't know what you are. You'll be fun to figure out. You're just a giant star. Now, because we're done with combat, can we heal? Yes, we can. Very handy. If it bleeds, you can kill it. That's the hope. Interact. It's a shop man, the wandering merchant. Some sort of horrible reptile-like creature, rude, is poised behind a table wrapped in a variety of frayed cloth. Its snout pokes out from the pile of cloth, its tongue flicking in the air. It speaks, "Zezo, welcome lambs in peace, invite you to the trade. Talk." Who? In shadows are Slinker, scavenger and merchant of trinkets. Got many goods for you. Has been very long, very long. About the trade. Beast Claw for our Azoth. Warlock's Quill. Weapon-powered Dark Int for our Elixir of Life. Restores all HP and TP as well as healing all wounds. Honestly... Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, I was... Oh, come on! I wanted to look at the freaking inventory! I hate when games do that. There's no indication at all that something is going to go away. I just wanted to look at my inventory because I wanted to check if Dex was the usable equipment for the Scout. Yeah, they have 12 dexterity. And our Sorcerer, there's no indication that they're dark, but I might have wanted to grab that one as well. Oh, I hate that. It's so annoying. Looks like a silly dog, says Jaxie Pants. Also rude. All right. Hello. This man looks real big. Melee attack, defend, wait. Waits until the next combatant has finished their turn. Let's wait. Wait. Malediction. I am cheesing the hell out of this. If I can chill and bide my time. I don't know how we're able to just fight this guy at range. Rotg. But he looks real big, and he was blocking the door. Although I wonder if I could just go through the door now that he's not blocking it anymore. I've seen people fight this enemy before in particular. I know that he can basically one-shot you. But also I find this very funny that for some reason I can just prevent him from ever gaining an action, I guess. He's just standing there menacingly, yeah. Okay, let's defend. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's hit him now. Crush. He missed. We'll start smacking him. Yeah, he hit for 76 there, so we need to heal. That's not enough to actually survive an attack if we get hit. You hit for 74. Whose turn is it? Long Henna? If we just wait, can we do the same thing again and keep this guy from ever acting? Oh, he missed us. I think we just gotta smack him. KO'd. An unconscious creature is unable to act. I guess we have items. So we can spend our turn bringing people back if we have to. It feels like this guy is very overtuned though. Like, I don't know if we can actually kill him. I'm gonna try. You're still unconscious? Condition type untyped. Why are you still unconscious? Oh my god, we did get him. Jesus. Was there a campfire? There wasn't, just a broken ladder down. Also, I think the door was closed until we killed him. So that was absurd. A uniquely strong enemy. The party notices someone at the periphery of the camp. They seem to be lost, asking to join the group. It would be monstrous to turn them away. We got a free party member. We didn't even have to do anything. Let's rest. Glader, welcome, by the way. Cassie insists that the labyrinth is haunted. We can look at our party. We have Mort, who is... Oh, let's get Mort involved. Exit. Mort is a strength vitality fighter with a pipe and army fatigues. Diagnose. Reveal the health of the current target. Okay, you need to be in the front row. Cassie can be in the back for now. All right, let's continue on for a bit. Yeah, I've seen people struggle against that golem, but I guess for some reason I was able to keep him locked down and not move at all, which is weird. What? What am I? No. I need to move, then I can get into combat again. I don't know how you were able to attack me diagonally. That seems like you were cheating. Dagger Fang. Oh, you unlocked a new ability. Let's, grants might to the target, increasing their strength, cancels out entropy. I'll just smash you. Maybe poison you? That was a good critical. An annoying enemy that, I guess diagnose is a passive because I do have a health bar now. Was that always there? That may have always been there. A physical attack followed by a fiery arc. Weak to fire, good to know. Everyone else is just gonna start smacking because I don't want to use too much in the way of TP. We really shouldn't use any of that on Cassie because Cassie can just heal us if we need healing. There is a red-eyed imp over there. And a fly. I guess fly first. Distract. Greatly increasing the chance of it both being hit and critically hit. Target is out of range 3 versus 1. What? I think I accidentally clicked on the unit that was behind. We are about to be flanked as well. You know what, Cassie? Just keep attacking. You're poison, Mort. Just keep smacking it. We do have someone literally behind us now. But it's almost dead. Oh, crit for 78 from behind. That was very rude. And KO'd. How do I turn from combat? Can I not turn from combat? I have to get out of combat and then turn around. Just gave this guy 2 free attacks. I mean, that's fair because we were, you know, surrounded. But it does feel a bit like, dead? You attacked a unit who was KO'd 3 times in a row. All right, so I guess that can happen. We gotta get a new Volg now. We should probably go and rest, I would say. Oh, that does a lot of damage. Hello, you are a flying demon fish. I will just smack you as much as I can. God, Femur Breaker is incredible damage. Because I guess we're gonna have to go back and rest again, because people are dead. Rest. Mort feels like they have been too sober for far too long. Now, did I get another party member? No, they're still dead. Now they're just empty. All right, well, that's not ideal. Oh! The party comes across an ancient altar covered in the floor. The symbols are alien, and the decoration seems to be carved from bone, hopefully animal ones. The party would be wiser to leave it alone, but there's an alluring occult aura about it. Reach out and touch it. Who will touch the altar? Long Hannah. As they touch the altar, they feel a mighty surge, ancient powers and memories rippling through their body. Their vitality increases by 3. Oh, well. I was kind of hoping it would grant, like, magic power. That would have been nice. Alright, I guess I will kill the slug monster. God, what a powerful move. I feel like we did lose a lot of our damage output there, although do we have maybe like a better weapon now? Nope. All right, never mind. Username says, hey, I'm at least glad this isn't another roguelite deck builder. I know, right? You're not wrong. Hey, killed it before it could even attack. The party finds a cage. Break them out! Who do we have? We have Aku, who has a worn knife. He's a Dex character, 97 HP, has pajamas. He's a fire elementalist. Another dude with a heal. I guess Cassie and Mort will be the front line because they have more HP. Although, if we get into another no, we can still turn around like this. If we get into another situation where we get surrounded, we might be in for a bad time. Hello? Is there a way to move when I'm in combat? Because I'm entering combat when I'm getting close to an enemy and they get the first attack off. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, that one missed. I've been gnomed. There is a gnome. He healed. What a wasted turn. Let me read this. Turn order, turn delay. If the attack misses or is nullified, turn delay increases. If the attack hits a weakness or is a critical, the turn delay is halved. Yeah, gotcha. Death is permanent. Basic movement. I don't think there's a way of moving if you're in combat like this. I can turn, but I can't walk forward. So I have to basically let the enemies get in a free attack unless I have them surprised. Pick the lock. Leveled up from picking the lock. Look, I'm just running around at this point. It's a giant chicken! I guess if I wait long enough, will the enemy, like, approach me? They do. So that's one way we can maybe engineer, like, cheese a free attack off on enemies by just kind of waiting for them to come to us, I guess. Whatever works, right? All right, it is time for a heal. There you go. What the hell are you? I wish I knew what you were, but you don't have a name. First attack is gonna be a femur breaker. What's 129 damage? There you go. What the hell are you? 88 damage. Some interesting looking enemies. Isn't the name on the right? Oh, it is. Well, it just says Marsh. Like, I wish I knew what is. Oh, at the top it shows you the name. This is the Marsh Skipper in the combat log. Okay. So I guess that's something. You killed the squiggle. Received the beast claw. I think that's a Cassie weapon. Bayonet does 35. Actually, it might be a Aku weapon. Beast claw does way more damage. And then now you have the crude club, which is the same. Actually, the knife is slightly better because you are Dex. Bayonet's a Dex weapon. Let's give you a strength weapon. Sorry, I messed up here. You're more Dex. You have Dex. You have heavy strength. You have the strength weapon. Gotcha. Okay. I have an extra weapon now. Oop, turned around. Just trying to see if there's any, like, you know, loot around here that I should be picking up. I see you. You didn't get a free attack on me that time, which was nice. Okay, you are not actually weak to fire, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to smack you. Are you weak to dark damage? Not really. Are you weak to having your femur broken? Definitely. But that's like everyone. Okay, that's just a weird looking room. Receive the Bleachwood Spear. More equipment. Big strength. Thank you. I wonder if it also has enough reach that he could be in the back line and still be an effective damage dealer, but honestly, with his strength, I want him to be in the front. Because why not? Whew. 77 damage. So that is the path down. I was kind of thinking we would be able to enter the building. The Brain Basher. The hell's the Brain Basher? Even higher power. Has reach from the back row. Might as well give that to our sorcerer then. Just so that they have reach from the back row, and it's just more damage. Like, what's the deal with this building? It's locked. I'm not reading the equipment that we're picking up, but it seems like we're able to actually lockpick pretty much everything. Hello! I guess I'll just break your femur again, as I tend to do. You think we're trying to recontain 106 with all this femur breaking, says Disposable. Haha, I get that reference. We leveled up, and we did enter the building. Look at this, is another shopkeep. Hello, shopkeep. I would like to bargain. Permanently increases perception by 3. Restores all. Permanently increases dexterity by 3. We can get a coat, an item, or an int weapon. Maybe I should be using this stuff that permanently increases our skills. But a magical weapon I think would be really nice to have. The Warlock's Quill. Although if it's is it a melee weapon? I guess it's a melee weapon. In which case, I don't really want to get rid of any of my equipment. Maybe for the coat, but I don't want to lower my dex when I'm just going to use that right now. So, for instance, Cassie here. Use item. Dex on Cassie. Use item. Perception on... I think I want that on Mort. I want him to not miss, and I'm assuming perception is going to be used for hit calculations. Received an Azoth. I don't know what that is. Removes all negative ailments. I accept this. Looks like we're almost done with this zone too. In which case, we'll go rest and then go down to the next floor, because last time we went down to the next floor, there was an enemy, but I couldn't rest. So we might as well rest before we move down, just in case we can't rest. Hello? A wandering something. Wandering rock cap. You know what? Take some magic. And have your femur broken. Okay, now I'm pretty certain we are done. I missed like one little hallway, but I'm gonna accept the incomplete. We will rest because we can. I guess, could you like farm? The party is awoken by a horrible foreboding feeling. Run. What? An ominous bell rings softly, heralding the arrival of death. Perhaps this is what happens if you try to rest after you've killed everything on the floor. So let's go to the exit. Hello. So we need, yeah, I think that's what's going on. Oh, I need to get past you, you dumbass. Okay, we need to go forward through here. I think that's, yeah, it's the Spelunky Ghost. If you try and like get a free heal before you go down to the next floor, I think you just have your party die. In which case, hey, I'm glad we were able to make it through. Oh my god, that is so strong. I love that. Now you killed my party member last time. You're gonna be deserving of a femur broke. Oh my god, it murders him. I love it. Wait. You know what? Thank you for the critical hit. So lesson learned. I wonder how you can prevent that. Maybe if you've seen the exit, you can no longer go and try to get a free rest before you move on. As is, though, these early enemies aren't too much of a problem anymore. Dropped of Celerity. Is that the one that was like a permanent buff to Dex? It is. You will take that then, because why not? Gotta give it to somebody. We found the down already. You know, I might try to get another free heal off of this then. Explore as much as I can, and then... Well, you know, we could just go now, I guess. It's a demo after all. We don't have to fight everything. Wait, wait, wait. Actually, what I'm realizing right now is that we can't rest. We could have rested in the first area, but now there's no fireplace or no campfire. It's gone. So now we are truly on our own, with no ghosts following us. Okay, that is a weird dog. Hello. Marsh skipper, weird squiddly beast. Squiddly beat. You got 2 attacks. How interesting. Whatever. It's not terribly bad. I don't know what happened there. Just kind of entered combat for no reason, it seemed like. 155 damage from the sneak attack. Good lord, he hits like a freaking truck. This little doofus, not as much. Seven damage. I've seen better, Part of me wants to use more like spells like incinerate and whatnot, but honestly, I think it's much more in our interest to just use the heals, because the heals heal for like half of your health. You don't take half of your health and damage from a single hit most of the time. I'm at the top of the map. I'm noticing. You're the boss, preventing me from going down to the next floor. I have to kill you to get through you, and I can't heal on this floor at all, so let's fight. Now we're gonna use our spells. Okay, malediction's a weakness, and break your femur. Break your femur. Fire didn't do too much. 16 damage, it's not that much damage. Hinders healing? I don't need you to hinder healing, just hit. Keelan recovers from poison, is no longer limping. Crunch. Wait, Keelan, as in we need to go up and beat Spelunky Boss? Actually, we have a decent amount of damage with this party right now. Okay, now they're distracted. We have a better chance of hitting and also of critically hitting. Why is our spellcaster the one with the most health by far? becomes perceptive. What if I just break your femur again? Yeah, I would say that didn't work well for you, did it? Yet another Spelunky clone, shake my head. Guess you don't really find too many Spelunky-like games, don't you? Grants vigor to all allies, increasing vitality, cancels out frailty, costs 26 FP. That was so loud! Why was that so loud? Also, like, how long does that last? Oh, we're actually done with this zone. It's a very tiny area because it's a maze until you find that boss that you have to fight, which we've done. Thank you for playing the demo. All right, so yeah, there you go. It's a Eye of the Beholder clone, effectively, but it's got a little bit more of a roguelite nature to it. I hate to use the phrase. It's just a black screen. There you go. But you get randomly generated equipment and characters. You don't build your party. You just get what you get. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. It's relatively complete. It's all put together. All of the elements are there that I expect to be there. This is a game that I hope... There's actually a little bit of a cutscene too, it looks like. I hope there is more... You know what? Here we go. 780 years after the Larselian Declaration, the continent was ravaged by yet another series of wars. As the age of oil and electricity eclipsed out the age of mystery and occult, the result was a mixture of old and new, resembling a horrible blend of mustard color. On devastated lands, the embers still flicker and fade. People are rebuilding their homes and faith in the future. The waters recede. However, the soil remembers the price paid. The entombed dead open their gates and drag down the unfortunate branded. Lost in the labyrinth, laid upon the THYSIASTERY. I don't know what I'm looking at here on the picture, but I guess it's supposed to be dark. Interesting that they're going for fantasy future, which, you know, maybe there's a character that rolls guns. I don't know, that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, I hope that if this game develops more, I want there to be more of, if they're going for the roguelite approach, make it a roguelite approach. Make it where you can unlock characters and you can random parties with those characters. Make it so that, you know, you unlock weapons and items that can appear in the dungeon potentially. Maybe go like the full route as opposed to being so faithful to the old games. I think that could be an interesting blend. Now, I don't know what they're going to be going for because this is just the demo. The mechanics are here, the gameplay is here, but where does it go from there? If it's just dungeon crawling with a random party every time, that might not hold your interest as much as the full roguelite, the full modern roguelite experience would of, again, random parties being from like selected characters that you can unlock, unlocks, more unlocks. Unlocks basically is what I mean when I say like a modern roguelite. They tend to have lots of unlocks. Stop going into the demo like this thing every time. But that would be interesting to see. I don't know what they're going for, but there you go, THYSIASTERY. The demo, it looks good. Again, it plays well. No complaints here. One thing to check first is planned release date 2025 tells me that it might not have too much in the way of what I was suggesting, roguelite unlocks. It might just be what you see here, just with more content and, you know, a proper ending that you can reach at some point, which is still not bad, but it might not offer as much replayability as maybe I would like to see. In any case, check it out yourself on Steam. The demo is still available. For those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next Let's Look At.